Playoffs for RBT5 are officially underway, and we have another extremely exciting matchup for you guys right here, right now. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? My name is Amethyst. Alongside me today, we have my beautiful, lovely, very sexy co-caster, Chunk. How are you today?
I really like that introduction.
I try to hype up my friends, man. What can I say? Like, you gotta be pumped, dude. And I feel like complimenting you is the way to do it. Way to go.
Let's fucking go, brother.
Do it, man.
I'm ready for this game. This is gonna be hype.
We were talking about it a lot before the game, even before we were even in lobby. Tell me why you are as pumped as you are right now.
I'm pumped because this is single elimination. This is all on the line now. This isn't Swiss pools anymore, where you can kind of get away with a couple losses. If you lose here, you're done. You're watching. You're on the sidelines.
Yep.
You don't get to play anymore, and that's what's intense about this. This is why the teams are going to be giving it their all. They're going to be busting out strats that they might have not used before, and they're going to show stuff that, you know, we aren't going to see in the pools.
Absolutely, you're 100% correct. And we were talking about the map selection for the first round of this tournament, Dead Air. I personally love Dead Air. I think it's a crazy map. I think it's really cool. But as a competitive map, it can definitely yield some chaotic results, wouldn't you say?
Oh, Dead Air is one of those maps that, you know, it's a Left 4 Dead 1 map. It's not necessarily built for Left 4 Dead 2 Infected. But I think that makes it all the more interesting. It's a lot more infected friendly than you would think, and that's why you see maybe more wipes, maybe more big hits. Definitely possibly some more quads on this map than other maps. And,
absolutely.
I think that's going to play into a lot of the strategies of the infected here. And you know, last map we casted was Royal Chaos Rails team.
Yep.
And they were playing against Babylonia, and we saw some amazing infected play out of Babylonia.
Absolutely. Nathan's team, I believe Nathan is the captain of Babylonia. They were going against Rails' team, Royal Chaos, and it was a very close game to the very end, but one good tank at the end of the Dark Carnival remix. That sealed the deal for Babylonia. Now we see them here today going against arguably, maybe even non-arguably, the best NA around. Everyone on this team is an NA player, all very, very relevant in the community, and they're all extremely solid players.
We're going live right now, actually. I can't believe it, but we're already ready.
Go ahead and get Spec HUD up real quick. Do you want to go ahead and list off the players for this playoff game?
Absolutely. We got Skeet Master Nathan, the captain of Babylonia here, playing with Mila, Ars, and Sloppy. And then we have Captain Ramirez for Stuck in Rotation, also known as Sir, playing with Adam, Yams, and McBraw. I'm sorry, he probably has a different name. I can't pull it up right now, though.
So Adam, Ramirez, Yams, and I believe that has to be Bravo.
Yes, okay. Oh, Hunter coming out immediately. Spit coming out on that as well. Charge getting a chest bump and stumbling Lewis into the spit. That's going to be a lot of damage on Lewis.
Reloading. That was a pretty good hit right there. Sometimes for the very first hit on Dead Air, you either want to completely save the hit for when the survivors start going back for this tank fight and try to get an insta-kill, or you want to try to get some spit damage. That's the safe, smart play, I think, to go for that damage on Nathan.
Honestly, yeah, great idea. Tank's coming out here, so they're going to run it back. Classic Dead Air strat, going back to the greenhouse. I wanted to call it a hangar for a minute.
Wars, by the way. Getting that boomer pop and making sure that did not proxy on none of his teammates to slow him down so they could get back into the safe room. That was important.
Beautiful job.
This is one of those tank fights that's usually pretty easy if you can actually get into the spot where you're supposed to fight tank, but actually getting back to safe room sometimes can be a bit of a problem.
I'm curious what's going on here with tank right now. Is there a problem?
I doubt it. Usually you can come in from one of two ways. You can either come in from the top of the roof, or you can
Oh.
go bottom through the left side of the window.
I see. My game is glitched then because I see the tank all the way back at the hotel.
That's a record demo moment, my friend.
Gotcha. I am going to do that right now.
He's going to be committing from the top of the greenhouse. It looks like he's probably just going to go in and not waste any time. Going to commit from the top. Here we go. Smoker Charger Jockey is going to be his support, and he's finally going to commit. Only has 4k health, but he is going to be able to get a quick punch onto Nathan. Smoker is going to initially miss, but it does look like he is going to be able to get this corner on Nathan, and the Charger's actually in the safe room. What? How? Who was back there? How did that Charger get that charge? I was not even paying
Oh my
attention.
lord, what is going on? And a down coming out. Beautiful. Completely separated as well. Nathan is completely, he's all the way in the other side of the greenhouse.
I don't have to record demo too. He's actually in the safe room, right? Like that was.
No, I saw that. That was legitimate.
Well, at the end of the day, not a catastrophic amount of damage going out on Babylonia, but that could have ended up a lot worse with one more teammate being capped there.
Oh, absolutely. I am very surprised that they made it out of there, because if the support had maybe gotten another hit there with two separated down that far away, that's tough.
Thank you.
Yeah, Adam had a lot of health when he got out. Honestly, a lot more than I thought he would. If he had just like stayed in and pressured the guy in the safe room, that might have been a wipe. Actually, I don't know.
I was thinking the same thing. Unfortunately, I was in a bit of a chaos there, you know, getting my tank to appear properly.
Oh, yeah.
But once I did see him appear properly, I saw what was going on, and very interesting stuff coming out. I'm not sure how that wasn't a wipe, but
Even when you have a couple of good hits there against a really solid team, it's pretty hard to wipe. That's one of those tanks that usually does not wipe. Ooh, trying to go for the hit at the very end there. Charger's just going to miss, but the Boomer's going to be able to come from the top. Sort of
not going to be able to do anything, though. Because they're going to close that safe room door, and they're going to make it with a bonus of 220, putting them at 520 points. Not a bad showing.
That's pretty much right where you want to be. I think you try to work more towards 600 points. But anytime you can get over 500, usually you can't feel too bad about that situation, because even if Stuck in Rotation ends up rocking this round Survivor side, they're probably only going to be up by maybe 200 points, which is nothing for Dead Air.
And you have to remember, despite how good both these teams are, there is always the possibility for a death charge on this map.
Yeah, we saw Stuck in Rotation trying to go for a death charge after the tank fight. They weren't able to get it done. Usually, it seems like a pretty good death charge location, but so many teams are used to it now and knowing exactly where each infect is going to come from. And it actually can be one of the harder death charges in the game, in my opinion.
You have to bait it out as survivors a lot. And as infected, you have to be quick. You know, if you set it up properly and you kind of catch them off guard, you can grab it. But it's one of those, like you said, it's one of the hardest death charges in the game.
Yeah.
Everyone's so used to it.
It requires two infected landing at the exact same time, and then the charger coming from the roof and picking the guy who's not being cleared and charging them off. It takes a lot of really solid timing.
Absolutely, and we're going to see a Hunter Spitter Charger Jockey coming out here. Same hit as last time. Let's see how they do it this time, though. Babylonia looking like a little bit of a different setup going on here.
Yeah, they might. Charger coming from the back. They might be trying to go in the greenhouse right here. They are. They're going to drop down.
They are gonna miss, though. Unfortunate. Would have been a decent 2-cap and in the spit. Oh. Unfortunate for the Charger.
That definitely was the big piece there.
Still decent damage though. Definitely can't knock them on the damage.
Let's see if Babylonia's hit as Stuck in Rotation is going back is any better than Stuck in Rotation's hit. Let's see if they make it back cleanly. Oh, Nathan with this jockey right here could be a problem, but it is going to get him.
Oh, getting shut down. Charger getting shut down as well. 2 boom, but it's not gonna matter. Rock coming in. Oh, not gonna land.
Fortunately for Adam, though, he's probably going to end up popping pills for this tank fight.
Yeah, unfortunate that he would need to commit pills early, but if they can shred this tank, it'll be worth it.
Tank going to be committing from the top. Tank is in the hand of Sloppy Wolf.
Oh, so much chip coming in, but just already, oh my lord, 2.5k chip before even getting into the survivors.
Oh, the
nice 3 boom! Nice 3 boom! And the smoker and the hunter! What a hit! This is bad for Stuck in Rotation. This is really bad. You hate to see this.
You think that Stuck in Rotation actually might be? There's too many coming. There's way too many coming.
No, but they still manage to put the lead into the tank that they need to. What a 3 boom though. The damage going out. Oh my lord.
The difference in that tank right there was with Adam's tank, he had a lot of health after he got the couple of downs that he did, and Stuck in Rotation did a lot more damage to Sloppy Wolf. By the time that boomer got that 3 boom, Sloppy Wolf had like 1,000 health down to 800. If they did not put that much damage in before that boomer lands, they're dead. They die there.
Oh, I agree. But the jockey coming out into the spin too,
no.
And another 3 boom. What is going on with Stuck in Rotation? The best North American team falling apart? Maybe they just need to warm up, but good lord, this is not looking very good.
Count out Babylonia, a very solid team they have been for the entire tournament, but obviously you can't count out Stuck in Rotation just yet. They're still not going to get a terrible score, and Chapter 1 of Dead Air usually doesn't end up mattering that much. As long as Ramirez can keep most of his bonus right now, I think they're going to be just fine.
I do agree with that sentiment, but I think that it can be a little telling how you take the first map on Dead Air as well. Regardless of how much it doesn't matter, depending on how you take it, it can be, you know, a little bit of a, like, how do I explain it? It's a little telling how you take the first map.
That's true. Because the points really don't matter as much if they're close in Dead Air Chapter 1. It's much more of a momentum-based thing than an actual getting worried that we're behind-based thing.
Yeah.
That's going to be a punch that
oh my lord, what a, oh, but he's gonna get cleared quick. But this is not looking good.
Sloppy Wolf's Nathan's team, as I should call them, because I found out Nathan was the captain today of Babylonia. Yeah, Babylonia is doing some work on Stuck in Rotation. They're not going to finish with a lot of bonus, but they're probably going to finish within the 200 difference mark here.
That spitter spread was, I don't know how to comment on that spitter spread right there. That was like 2 different continents, bro. It must have been because it was in front of the safe room, but that looked pretty cool in my opinion.
So that's 324 for Stuck in Rotation. That's only 196 point difference. So that's not bad.
We could just call it a 200 point difference at that point, you know, round it up, you know.
The big question is, how are Stuck in Rotation going to react to this, to them having to come back now from down points? You know, they are the favorite going into this game. They are the higher seed. So, actually, are they the higher seed? Vanille, are they the higher seed, or are they both tied in record? They might be both tied in record.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I could check right now.
I would, yeah, actually check right now, because I think Stuck in Rotation lost 2 games, and I think
take a look.
Babylonia might also have lost 2 games.
Look at current standings. So we're looking at Babylonia right now is looking at 4 wins, including 1 forfeit win. So that's 5 wins, including a forfeit win and 2 losses.
All right.
Versus Stuck in Rotation, who is looking at 4 wins, a forfeit win, and 2 losses.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
completely similar record between the two.
So this one is definitely more. I think that the players on Stuck in Rotation are seen as stronger players because they've been around for so often. They're very prominent faces in the community. But yeah, Babylonia is also a really good team. The underdogs may be unfairly labeled so because they are looking just as good right now, if not better, than Stuck in Rotation.
Do you think that Sir is maybe going to wake up here and think, you know what? This is single elimination. We need to play.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there, fellow commentator. Sir and Ramirez, I don't want you to get it twisted. They're different. They are completely different men.
Oh, I know. I know. I've seen the MMR. I've seen Adam's Soup Kitchen. You know, he gets it going. Believe me.
I think I don't know. Like, yeah, probably. The weird thing with Dead Air is that until chapter 3, this map is just so weird. It's so infected friendly. This whole second map is so infected friendly. It's so spitter, so charger friendly. It's really hard to shine as a survivor here. Even in chapter 4, really hard to do anything crazy as survivor. The team who wins chapter 3 will probably be the team who wins this game.
I do agree. I think that this map, it all comes down to just baiting and being really smart with the reads and understanding where the infected are going to come from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, really.
Because if you can shut down that charger or bait him out, then their whole head is down there.
We do have the pleasure of seeing a 71% tank, though, so that does mean a couple of things. Usually a very early tank here, it often means both teams aren't going to be getting that many points, and probably they will end up with a very similar score, because even if you survive the tank, then you have to survive the crescendo event. But with a 71% tank, we could see one team lose a lot of health due to a spitter. We could see one team lose a member completely due to a death charge, and then have to fight a tank after the crescendo.
Ooh, Jockey getting a little bit of damage there. Not bad, but unfortunately the rest of the hit looking like it's getting shut down here.
Yeah, you know, actually, I'm gonna go on a limb and say bad. Like, it's that's one of the best hits in Dead Air. If you have a spitter, that's not the damage that Stuck in Rotation wanted there at all, unfortunately.
Yeah, ladder hit is an amazing hit, and if you can only get 20 damage out of it, you're not doing it right. Maybe they go for a death charge here, because this is definitely a decent spot for one.
They got it!
And he's gonna go through the window! Holy shit! Beautiful charge by Ramirez. Beautiful charge.
Is kind of a rookie mistake that you're not going to.
I don't
fall for that charge a lot at this sort of top level.
I don't know what they were thinking.
The window charge.
There was 2 of them sitting there too. They were just both sitting in front of it. Unbelievable.
It's just a complete lack of judgment for Babylonia here. Yeah, I mean the hunter did end up going in and distracting them, but you have to know, it's stay away from the window. Stay away from that window as fast. Clear any infected coming through the doorway. Yeah, get away from the hunter that's going to try to hunt you, set up for the charger. Absolutely, you have to rail the charger coming through the doorway. That's just
yeah.
How to happen.
Absolute mistake by Babylonia, and beautiful by Ramirez for just capitalizing on that. Another hit coming in here. Gonna get shut down. You gotta believe here that they really... Oh, Charger getting a couple scratches, did I hear?
I think punches?
I think I heard a couple punches going off there. Beautiful death charge though by Ramirez, capitalizing off that misplay by Babylonia, and you gotta imagine they might be a little tilted right here after that.
Down to Baby Wars, or just Wars, if you will. They do still have pretty decent health, but yeah, I can't imagine them beating this tank anymore. This is by no means an unbeatable tank either, but with 3 people...
No. It's tough, and it's just... It feels bad because it was a solo charge, too. There was no setup for it, so it's just... It can be demoralizing getting solo charge there like that.
I think Ramirez definitely understands the advantage that Calamity in general can have in Left 4 Dead 2. You don't even really specifically need a setup. As long as everybody goes in together and someone gets caught looking at the wrong infected at the wrong time, you could just die. Speaking of
another possible... Oh, Charger not quite gonna make it, and it sucks because if Charger had just gone for Francis there, that would have been a 3-cap and the chapter would have been over.
I don't think Ram expected that Smoker to pull for as long as he did, because I certainly didn't.
Oh, Rails in chat right now saying that the Charger had 10 HP there when dying?
That's even more unfortunate, because that means they were just 1 bullet away, basically, from killing.
Oh, no. And that would have saved them a whole teammate. Tank coming in here, you gotta believe they're just trying their best, and all 3 are boomed. This is not what you want to see when it's a 3 people versus 1 tank. And Francis gonna try and run for distance. He's not gonna make it very far. Bill's gonna try and do the same thing. He might make it a little bit farther here, it looks like. Smoker's gonna go for the tongue.
Oh, wait,
okay, this is not bad.
Interesting now. The Smoker's not gonna be able to catch up to him. He has to respond.
If Ramirez can't shut this down, he could make safer, but Ramirez is going for the wall kick here, and he's going to shut him down. And there's the classic spray by Ramirez. You gotta love the fetus sipping the double cup.
Yeah, that is definitely vintage Ramirez.
Iconic, just iconic.
Yeah, so that was a pretty decent comeback chapter for Stuck in Rotation. The only issue here is, while this tank, the Cubicle tank, is pretty beatable, you usually don't see teams make this map with a lot of bonus. I don't see it a whole lot. I rarely see people even make the map. Kind of a long map, kind of a map with a lot of bad choke points, a lot of easy spit damage. So making this map is pretty difficult. So if Stuck in Rotation does come back, I don't think it's going to be by a significant amount of points, but I guess we'll see.
Well, a good 30% of the map is spent in the offices, which is just a complete shit show for the survivors. Infected can spawn from so many different places.
So one thing I want to comment on that I wasn't able to with Stuck in Rotation's first hit here is that this is a bad hit for the ladder, but it's also still got a spitter. So it has that